Good morning, everybody. Let me get my volume turned down on my phone. I hope everyone's doing well this morning. Had a good night's sleep. Hey, Lisa. Good morning. How are you doing? Well, I've been talking to you through text, but I hadn't asked you how you was doing. How are you doing? I've had a little PTSD stuff going on, so I had to listen to me some music this morning. Verbal, how are you doing? How's the kids? Finally stopped raining here. Praise God. Gosh, it's just rained and rained. It seems like for months, but it's probably just been like a few weeks. But it feels like months. And I just hate it for Annabelle. You know, she's just got to hang out in her shed. And then I don't get to spend a lot of time with her. And I've been missing my little fuzzy butt goat. I really have. Hanging in there. Stress levels is high. Lisa, have you ever tried meditation for stress? It really works. I meditate when I need to. Verbal, all good here, CC. Kids are happy, so I'm too. Y'all got everything you need? I go out once a week, or Mark does. I hardly ever go out. You know, I went to Tractor Supply the other day, but and Walmart. But anyway, just shopping once a week, you know. Mark's working, but you know, he's working outside, just him and another guy. Verbal's got no weed. Oh my gosh. I got tongue tied. Sometimes I get tongue tied when I try to talk. Well, I hate that for you. That sucks. That sucks. Okay, let me find my chat on my phone. I meant to do that. I went to do it and didn't do it. So we got a few interesting things to talk about this morning. Just wait till everybody gets in here. So what's everybody doing while they're at home? I mean, what are you doing to occupy your time? I have some suggestions if anyone's bored. If you have like adult coloring books, you can color. That helps pass the time. It also helps when you're nervous and stressed out and stuff. It relaxes you. I have a couple adult coloring books. Angel, Cheryl, how are you ladies? Also, hey Shug, how are you? Also, you can look, you know, here on YouTube, some do-it-yourself, like little crafts and stuff, just out of maybe popsicle sticks or whatever you got laying around the house, you know. Sweet Wheat, hey, I'm working from home, but I have those coloring books also. Let me tell you something, Sweet Wheat. If you have an Ollie's discount store near you, when you get a chance, go in there. They have all kinds of adult coloring books, and they're really nice ones too, expensive ones at a discount. Because those adult coloring books can be pretty expensive. Tired of the rainy weather and stay home order driving me nuts. Yeah, see, I'm used to it. So it's really not, you know, doesn't affect me in that way. Verbal, colored all day. My message moved when I was reading that. Crap, colored all day with kids yesterday, driving me nuts. Shug says, I'm scrapbooking. I'm glad you mentioned that, Shug. I've been dying to put together a scrapbook for my son. But, you know, I am just not good at stuff like that. I mean, maybe scrapbooking, but I mean, like, I have no artistic abilities. But I guess I could use like stickers and stuff. I don't know. I'm just not very creative, artistic wise like that. No, Mark is. He can draw and paint, all that. Hey, Kimberly, you've been redecorating your house? Hey, that's a good idea, Shook. Rearrange the furniture if you get bored, y'all. How you doing, Kimberly? Karen, hey, girl, good to see you. SK Jean, morning. I always just call her Jean. How are you doing? Lisa says the gals going at each other. Little man, stir crazy. I just wait till 10 at night till they go to bed. Then it's me time. I'm good just breathing and counting to 10. Yeah. Or maybe walk out on the porch, when it gets a little stressful. Walk out on the porch, smoke a cigarette, just listen to the birds. I do that a lot. CC colored those pages and framed them. That is what I'm doing for my office. Oh, that is a great idea. I have some, I have one of the, I'm going to try to pronounce this. Y'all don't make fun of me. Is it called Whimsical or something like that? Coloring books that are pretty cool. And I've got some that's a coloring book that's got cool animals in it that would make beautiful pictures if I could color right. Jamie. Hey, Ginger Locks. Jamie says, I'm sort of creative, but can't do it myself. I have visions and have to get help to make it come to life. Jamie, that's my problem. I have like these great ideas in my brain, but I just can't do it. Good morning, Debbie. I feel pretty good, Debbie. I'm at home just chilling, been doing some laundry and stuff. I hope you're doing well. Kimberly Mack, I'm painting coconuts. Speaking of coconuts, when I was in Walmart the other day, I was going to get my hermit crabs, a coconut house. It's got this little bridge that hangs down from it, and they were all out. If I had a coconut, I'd make my own. Why are you painting coconuts, Kimberly? What are you doing with them? In the evenings, I'm laying outside in a hammock listening to the wildlife. Yeah, Mark's been wanting to get a hammock for the our other porch. Jamie, I get it totally. Yeah, like I have great ideas, Jamie, but I can't do it. I can't paint. I can't draw. Crap, I can't even get winged eyeliner on straight, and it is freaking annoying, but I'm not giving up. Shug, I have 90 adult coloring books. Oh my God, Shug. That's a lot. We do that at home. Kids show off their rooms because of their art on the walls. Oh, that's cool. Doing all right, Ginger Locks mom? Okay, so Kimberly is painting sea life, ocean, and sunset scenes. Oh, that is cool. Oh my God, now let's talk about stupid eyelashes. I have never worn fake eyelashes a day in my life, ever. I would like to, though. Can we get a definition of adult coloring books, please? Well, it's a coloring book for adults, like kids' coloring books. A lot of them's got like, cartoon characters and this and that. And adult coloring books like mine is like, there's like one page is an owl, and it's not like a cartoonish owl, it's an adult owl you color. That's the only way I know how to explain it. um, Turquoise Kitten. Good morning. I love that name. Hey, Barry Mary. Good morning. I was trying to see if I missed anybody. I have tried and tried. Can't get them on. Even ordered the magnet ones. Oh, you ordered the magnetic eyelashes where you put like the little liner on. Magnetic. I was wondering if that worked. Diane's channel was talking about them a long time ago on one of her streams. And I think she had actually ordered some, maybe, or someone did, and they said they worked great. They have this eyeliner on Amazon. It's called Quick Flick. I'm going to order it because it puts your winged eyeliner on perfect for you. Stamps it on there. I got to get it. Like, I'm obsessed with learning how to do winged eyeliner. I'm about to get there. I just can't get it even. It's annoying. I did color therapy when my brain was healing. My heart stopped and I had a brain damage, and coloring helped my brain rewrite faster. Oh, Shug, I hate to hear that. I hate to hear that. So there's all kinds of crazy things happening in the true crime section, y'all. And this one story that was in there, if I've already told it to y'all, I'm sorry, but I don't think I did. But this man in Washington State actually was trying to teach his dog to drive a car. I've got the article pulled up here. This is some of the craziest stuff I've ever heard in my life. Let me get it pulled up here. Click out. We don't want to. Okay. So there is the car. Okay, let me pull up the article on my phone so I don't have this scrolling problem. Let's see. Pitbull wrecks car. I'm so glad no one was hurt. Okay, so this happened about, I guess, 3 days ago. Okay, it happened on Sunday. So a man was arrested Sunday after leading troopers on a high-speed chase with his dog sitting in the driver's seat, a spokeswoman for the Washington State Patrol said. The man from Lakewood, Washington, hit two cars on separate occasions and failed to stop both times, leading state troopers on a high-speed chase up Interstate 5. No major injuries were reported in either crash. He was driving very erratically, so erratically that multiple people called 911. Trooper Heather Axman told CNN. The suspect was driving absolutely recklessly, and a pursuit ensued at 109 miles an hour, she said. One of the troopers attempted to corner the suspect's car, looked inside, and realized a pit bull was sitting in the driver's seat while the suspect steered. He was trying to evade troopers. The suspect drove onto Centennial Trail, a trail for pedestrians and bicyclists, and it's known for being busy. The fact there wasn't anybody on the trail is nothing shy of miraculous. That's what the troopers said. Eventually, the troopers were able to use spike strips to end the pursuit. During the arrest, Axman said the suspect gave them one explanation. He was trying to teach his dog how to drive. Can y'all believe that crap? I mean, there's actually a video here on YouTube of these people that teach the dogs to drive, but it's not out on like the main highway. You know, it's like an experiment and all this, and it just goes like in a circle. But those dogs can drive those cars. It is crazy. Your car's in the repair shop, Jamie. Oh my goodness. Hey, Mario. How are you feeling? Been praying for you, hon. Y'all remember Mario in your prayers. And Boswell that comes into the chat. Also, she's not feeling well. Of course, Marsha White Sharkey. Our Chrissy that comes in the chat. Speaking of Chrissy, where is Chrissy? When I don't see her in chat, I get really worried about her because she has a lot of health problems. It is interesting, very Mary. I come across the craziest stories when I'm, just looking for stuff for us to talk about. Thanks. I'm on the other side. Oh, there's Chrissy. Speaking of Chrissy, I was just talking about you, Chrissy. I spoke you up, girl, as my granny'd say. That's what we say around here. Like if you're talking about somebody and then like out of the blue, they just show up out of the blue. You didn't even talk to them. Yeah, you spoke them up. Speak of the devil, they say. Jamie, prayers for all you safe and healthy needs to be met. Yeah. Yeah, praying for the world, anyone that's sick. Gosh, this coronavirus, it's awful. And I'm hearing stuff about, there's not enough respirators, all this and that, and they have to give them to the young people versus the old. I don't know if there's any truth to that. That's bad, guys. And did I say Will? Pray for Will. He's been sick. He had the coronavirus. He has the coronavirus. I think he's feeling a little better. Still pray for him. What else did I have her down? Oh, yeah. Angela Boswell. I put up a little video yesterday. Somehow I missed it yesterday morning. But her bond on the car theft charge, the BMW car, has been raised since she got in trouble for breaking in that house. Now, I knew she broke in a house, but I didn't think any more of it. I thought it was like someone else's house. I didn't know it was her own daddy's house. She broke in her own daddy's house after that man went out in the cold that night and bonded that old thing out of jail. Taking up for his daughter, defending her, helping get William McLeod bonded out. And she turns around and robs him. She's a real piece of work, I'm telling you. Poor little Evelyn didn't have a chance with these pieces of shit. Let me see if they got her new. I was right. She's a meth head. She got caught with some meth. She had to know something was up with Evelyn. She claims that Megan said that, Evelyn was in foster care. Even if Megan did tell her that. I mean, you didn't go check to see who had your granddaughter, what was going on? No, because she's a piece of shit. She couldn't have got Evelyn anyways because she's a piece of shit. Okay, here's the Bristol Herald Courier. Let's pull this one up. She probably knew. That's probably why Megan and Hunter Wood took that car and gave it to her up at David Jones' house that day. Because Angela knew something about Evelyn being gone. Oh my gosh. They want you to subscribe or something to read it. Let's pull this one out. Because she looks rough in this picture. Y'all need to see this. She's a piece of crap. This case makes me so angry. Crap, what am I doing? See, it just wants to keep showing advertisements. Oh, it's going down now. See, when you screen share, it messes it up or something. It won't scroll. Let me stop screen sharing. till it loads. Let's see. Let's see. I think that's good. I wish I was good with technology, but this thing just don't want to. It just don't want to scroll and stuff sometimes. Okay, there she is. Hair looking a hot mess. Looking old underneath those eyes. Looking old all around because you know what? That meth takes a toll on a person's body. Any kind of drug does. You're abusing drugs, it's rough on your body, especially something like methamphetamine. I'm just wondering, did they smoke this meth? I wonder how bad of meth addicts they are. Or they needle junkies? Probably all the above. Hey, Red Rum. Yeah, Mario, this whole family's disgusting. Makes me angry, too. Evelyn just laying in her grandfather's shed. If it hadn't been for him, Evelyn would have never been reported missing. Hey, KDF. Don't text and drive, girl. Meow, meow. How are you doing? So anyway, she's going to be sitting in jail. I'm surprised that William McLeod wasn't with her that day that her and her accomplice broke into her daddy's mobile home. They stole TVs, guns, everything. She's on video doing it. Leanne, good morning. Leanne says sanitize and wash your hands. I love those new little emojis they have here on YouTube. Faithful one. Hey. We're just talking about piece of crap Angela Boswell. I think we all need to quit calling her Evelyn Boswell's grandmother. This is no grandmother. This is a lost soul, as they say here. I don't know. But I'm beginning to think she knew a lot more about what happened to Evelyn. I don't know, Jamie. Maybe her little boyfriend broke up with her or something. See, they were seen carrying like backpacks and stuff through Kingsport. Someone snapped photos of them and stuff. And I said, well, Daddy Jones has kicked them out. Because I did hear William McLeod was staying at David Jones's house because one day a reporter came to the door and William McLeod answered the door at David Jones's place. And David Jones seems like a no-nonsense type of person. You know, I think he's a Vietnam vet. I think I seen him wearing a Vietnam vet hat. So he's no nonsense. He wasn't going to put up with their drug use. That's why Megan and Hunter were hanging out with Angela a couple of weeks before Evelyn was reported missing. Angela was staying at David Jones's, her dad's house, and Angela and Megan and Hunter were coming up there hanging out every day for 2 weeks. Sometimes they'd visit twice a day. They'd all sitting around getting high together. And Hunter Wood, I think his brother's been busted selling Oxycontin and everything. I hope they got a search warrant and went through his phone and Megan's phone. Every one of their phones. I think Angela and Megan's boyfriend both know more than what they have said. Absolutely. Karen, it is Thursday, honey, April the 2nd. Yeah, it's very sad. She was a beautiful little baby, Evelyn. Oh, I would have took care of her in a heartbeat. Case broke my heart when I found out that morning they found her body. I knew she was probably passed away. I couldn't believe how hard that hit me. Still brings tears to my eyes. It really does. Very sad. Okay. So I've been watching more Joe Exotic stuff because I've become obsessed with it for some reason. Here I was kind of on Joe's side about the murder for hire thing, and here I find out he shoots animals. So that Rick Kirkman did an interview with David Spade, and Rick Kirkman was the producer of Joe's reality TV show, right? And he owned the rights to that, according to him. Anyways, he did this interview, and he said he told this story of this woman who came to Joe and was like, I need you to care for my horse. I can't do it anymore. He's old and you got a big pasture and all this. So she brought the horse to Joe. She was crying, all this. He hugged her, promised her he'd take care of that horse. So she left crying. And before she was even out of the park, Joe had shot that horse. That's what Kirkman said. And he said there was footage of that, but it burnt in that fire, the studio fire. Alligators burn up alive too in that fire. Some that Michael Jackson owned, allegedly. That's what Joe said in one of his videos. Look at Joe. See, Joe threatened my friend with a lawsuit. Who? Who's that? Jamie. There are folks who don't need pets, little on children. Yeah, I agree. Some people, should never be parents or pet owners or caretakers or anything. And I'm telling you, I came across a case this morning that made me cry after I read it. And I went in the kitchen, sat down, and I was thinking about it. And it broke my heart. Let me see if I wrote it down. He was a caretaker, and he actually broke a disabled little girl's femur bone, positioning her to sexually assault her. Yeah, let me see if I can find it again. I don't think I can read it again because I've already got tears in my eyes, but I will just show y'all his picture. See if I can find it. Here he is. Okay. Let me screen share. Yeah, he was a hired caretaker. Just by looking at him, I wouldn't hire him to take care of my child. I mean, I'm sure he probably had a good personality in front of the people he worked for. He's a monster behind closed doors. So she was severely disabled. She has a feeding tube and everything. This man is from New Jersey. The girl was 16 years old and says he was employed as her caretaker. The victim's family found an injury to the girl's leg. KYWTV reported that she has a degenerative brain disorder, is nonverbal, immobile, receives food and medication through a tube and uses a wheelchair. Okay, and this sicko is 33 years old, was reportedly a private duty nurse for Preferred Home Health Care and Nursing Services. What's his name? The Apollo? I don't know his name. Edmondo something. He's a monster. DiPapalo or something. I cannot pronounce that name. It must be kind of like an Italian name or something. He's sick. How could anyone do that? He'd probably been abusing her for a while. I think he worked for him for like 7 months, it said. Yeah. This world is gone crazy. There's a lot of evil in the world. Oh, yeah. There was an update about that Amber Alert out of Georgia. I'm going to pull up this picture here. The little 2-year-old boy, the dad had shot 3 family members and went on the run with the little toddler. Well, they got the toddler back safe. The dad released him. But I think he had a big standoff with police. But this is the little boy. And I think the reason, and I don't mean anything by this, but this child looks like he has on makeup. If you get to looking at the picture, I don't know if it's like a spoofed up picture or what, but this child looks to be wearing eyeliner on the upper lid and lower lid, lip gloss, and kind of looks like contour. Am I right or wrong? So when I got mixed up yesterday, I think it's because I just glanced at the picture and I assumed it was a girl. It's a pretty child. Boy, girl, does not matter. Beautiful. Yes, beautiful eyes. Maybe a filter. Yeah, because it looks like there's like makeup on or something. It could be a filter. Yeah, and I don't mean anything bad by it. I mean, I was just like, kind of shocked me. That I was like, oh my gosh, the kid has eyeliner on, top and bottom. Hey, maybe they were joking around or something. I don't know. But what happened is the mother of the child had an argument. Let's see, what's his name? With the father. Later on, he jerked out a gun. He shot the girl's mother. He shot her stepfather, and he shot her sister. So the mother of the child is not dead. The other 3 victims are. Now, the suspect, after the Amber Alert was put out, he was found in Florida. I think he led police on a chase. They had a little bit of a standoff. He did release the kid to the police. And they got him. Yeah. A big standoff. Oh, was it big? See, I didn't even see it. You doing okay, Denise? Yeah, it's very barbaric. The victims were James Samuel, 69 years old. He was a stepfather. Janet Samuel, 67. And their daughter, La Shasta Childs, 47. So yesterday they were saying the little boy's name was King something, but in this article it's got Zamian Lamar Crockett Jr. Let's see. And the child's mother, she's 30 years old, Jamala Augustine French. But anyways, thank God she's probably going to be okay, right, Cheryl? Have you heard about that? I mean, she told police what happened when they got there. Let me see if I can scroll and see what it says about her. So that was his son and Jamila's son. It says they got into an altercation Tuesday night. He pulled out a firearm, shot French's mother, 67-year-old Janet Samuel, stepfather, 69-year-old James Samuel, and sister, 47-year-old LaShasta Childs, killing them. French was treated for her injuries and sustained during the physical altercation and released. So she's going to be okay. So I think they found him in Tampa because the Tampa PD has something here posted on Twitter. Update: suspect in police standoff has been taken into custody. Yeah. People, I don't understand people that do things like that. I mean, you just jerk out a gun and kill someone because you had a domestic argument with them. Kill 3 people. This little fellow will be scarred for the rest of his life. Yeah. Maybe he won't remember some of it where he's so young. So back to Joe Exotic. Have y'all been watching that? Did y'all watch that series? Tiger King? So, of course they had Kooky Carol Baskin in it. I'm figuring out, y'all, she is a fruitcake. It's very, very good possibility that she's responsible for her husband's disappearance. She got life insurance money for that. She had to wait 5 years to have him declared, to petition to have him declared legally dead. That's Florida law. Well, she did that and she got like $1 million. And he was getting ready to leave her. He had told family, friends that he was going to leave her if anything happened to him. Look at Carol. And then he disappears. That's a little strange. And of course, she's going to try to blame it on like, oh, he always, flew his airplane and, didn't chart it down right. Or he was going to Costa Rica. Bullcrap. There's been no sign of that man since he disappeared. None. Southern Mom. Hey, Crystal. Hey, Cece. She is a fruitcake and a crook. Yeah. You know what? A true sanctuary wouldn't be open to the public, I've learned. A true animal sanctuary. And her cats are in small enclosures, some of them. She has done the exact same thing. I don't know about killing the animals, but she's done the exact same thing as Joe Exotic and many other people. She has her own personal collection of cats. She doesn't, put that out there, but she has her own personal collection of cats aside from the ones at her sanctuary. Now, I don't know where she keeps those cats, but I do know she has a personal collection. And she does breed. She has bred the big cats before. Hey, she could. Maybe she really did feed him to the tigers. She could have dumped his body. She's in Florida, anywhere to a swamp that gators are in that maybe many people don't go to or anywhere. If she fed him to the tiger, she would have had to have dismembered his body, I would think. She couldn't just drag his body out there into the tiger enclosure. She would have had to have dismembered his body and grind it up for him and stuff, right? I mean, she's just not going to go out there and throw a leg to the tiger. You wouldn't think. I mean, this is like crazy even saying, talking about. We are talking about the Netflix documentary, Tiger King, Very Merry. You know, Joe Exotic. Um, he had a zoo in Oklahoma, and he was rivals with Carol Baskin in Florida, who runs Big Cat Rescue. Anyways, he allegedly put out a hit on her life because they was in this big feud. But, you know, here Carol is, shady as hell too, got a husband that disappeared without a trace. Girl in the swamp, he disappeared forever. Well, I know. Well, you know, look at the Mike Williams case down in Florida. His best friend killed him out on a boat and put his body in the water, thinking that the alligators would eat him or whatever. But no, he was found like 18 years later. His body was found. The mud had preserved his body that he was like sunk down in or whatever. It was crazy. Hey, Alyssa. Remy. Oh, there's a Haley. Hey, Haley. Hey, Cement Shoes. Alyssa, oh my gosh, throw a leg to the tiger. I can't help it. It made me laugh. I mean, really, if you think about it, like if she did feed him to the tiger, she just like can't go out there and like throw a leg to him or an arm. I mean, she would have had to have dismembered him and like ground him up or something. I don't know if she would do that. Then again, now that I think about it, I mean, she is kind of kooky. I've seen little clips of the Netflix documentary. She's like riding on her little bicycle around the park, looking like that old woman from the Wizard of Oz. Tries to take Toto away in the basket. Alley Cat, good morning. They all abuse animals. Every one of them abuse animals. I've heard this Doc Antle that runs Myrtle Beach Safari has his own death chamber, there's rumors. Gas chamber. I guess to put the cats down when he needs to. I think when they get 4 months old, the little cats can't be held and stuff anymore for the public. So there's rumors that's what happens to some of them. It's awful, isn't it? It's awful. You know, when I got older and learned about the circus and how the animals are treated and stuff, I quit going to circuses and stuff. It's not right the way those animals are treated. A lot of people try to feed those big cats just chicken because it's cheaper, and then that gives them a bone disease, like a metabolic bone disease, because, you know, they need red meat too. Did you ever watch the Lion Whisperer feed his cats? He throws them a leg and a thigh of an animal and they drag it off. Yeah, I saw him feed his lions before. Like, he's really got a bond with those lions. That man loves those cats. And I'll be honest, I watch Doc Antle's daughter, Tawny Antle. She's got her own channel separate from the Myrtle Beach Safari channel. And that girl's got a bond with those animals. I can tell someone that's got a bond with an animal. Hell, she swims with Bubbles the elephant and everything. You can tell her and the elephant have a bond. She said her dad got him when he was a year old, and she grew up with him. Maybe a her. I'm not sure. But anyways. My husband wants to watch Tiger King with me, so I'm waiting on him. He's working from home and is busy. Yeah, well, according to Rick Kirkman, they whitewashed a lot of stuff, you know, like about the animal abuse and stuff like that. He said that Joe Exotic would just walk up to a tiger if he didn't want it no more and blow its head off. Put a bullet in its head. How could you claim to love big cats and kill one like that? Never understand. Now, this is what this Kirkman said. I've not heard anyone else say anything about him killing a cat during their interview. But see, him and Kirkman, you know, they had a falling out because Kirkman had Joe sign a contract when they first started filming this reality TV stuff. And basically, he owned Joe. He owned the video footage. Joe didn't like that. They got in a disagreement. And he says 2 days later, the studio burned down that had all the footage in it. Yeah. I don't know who the vet is. Bye, Denise. Get some rest. Stay safe. Oh, thank you, Denise. Love you, girl. Hate you're feeling bad. Pray for you, hon. My husband starts his call and meetings at 5 a.m. It's like I'm in 4 different countries at one time. He's global. Oh, my goodness. Chrissy, I won't bother anyone with the details, but I got a roommate yesterday, and she thinks she's 300 years old. Oh, my God, Chrissy. Bless your heart. She a little cuckoo. I've learned so much more about the case. Oh, I wish that I could come on. Crap, I wish you could too. I've learned some more stuff too, girl, because I've just been watching all kinds of interviews. Hey, David Spade, he's got his own channel. He's been interviewing the whole cast from Tiger King. He's even got Jeff Lowe and Lauren. He's got John Finley. He's got a bunch of them. I'm thinking about signing up for Netflix just so that I could watch this documentary. I mean, I feel like I've done watched it because, like, you know, I've learned so much about it. And I've been watching Joe Exotic TV, just all the different videos. One thing about the murder for hire thing is, like, Joe constantly was on YouTube, on videos, threatening Carol, talking crap about Carol, and guns, and shooting mannequins. I mean, I just don't see him taking a hit out on her life after doing that publicly in so many videos. I mean, it's common sense he was going to be the first person police came to if Carol ended up murdered. Like, that just don't make a whole lot of sense to me. You would have to be a complete freaking moron to do that. In one of the interviews David Spade does with, I think his name is John Snyder, but he's the guy that worked at the park that's got prosthetic legs. I don't know if they're exactly called prosthetic, but they're like metal, and he can walk on them. Okay. But he said that Joe, always said stuff about Carol, but he never would have went that far if someone hadn't encouraged him to. So he's basically saying someone egged him on to do it. And this guy seems to be the only one at the park that's got any common sense and is a halfway decent person. And I've watched a lot of videos that this guy was in. He took care of Bone Digger, their lion at the park. And you could tell him and that lion had a very special bond. And he wasn't, acting crazy in the videos like, the rest of the staff. Maybe he has no common sense. A lot of them don't. I mean, he must not, Karen. Can I come on tomorrow? Yeah, Katie, if you can come on in the morning, that's fine. We'll do Joe Exotic again. That sounds good to me. Morgan, hey girl, how are you? Been praying for you, girl. Like Joe Exotic, like you can't help but watch this crap. I mean, this man is wild. I mean, like he's like a gun toting, mullet wearing, gay polygamous man. Does magic, sings country music, tames tigers, gives condoms to people that come into the park. It's crazy. Tremaine was in the chat like feather. No, I've not been, Mel. Why? Probably still watching while eating his moon pies. I'll check her when I get off here. I thought Tremaine was in here earlier, Lisa. I just thought maybe that was yesterday. Yeah, I just clicked on it right then to see. Yeah, I clicked out. No, I don't even get notified when my text messages come through anymore. I don't know what's going on with it. The notifications are not off either. They're on, but it doesn't pop up and show me anymore. Well, Lisa, I guess I was thinking about seeing him yesterday in chat. Bye, y'all. Gotta go shopping for cat food. Love you. Have a great day. Bye, Lisa. Love you. Have a good day. Pamela, you're cracking me up. Sorry, Pamela. Oh, my goodness. I mean, can you imagine going to a zoo and you're sitting there and you're waiting to go on a tour of the zoo? This guy's talking about the cats and stuff. Then all of a sudden, he throws a bunch of condoms out into the crowd and your kid catches one. Can you imagine that? Now, I saw like in one video, they were saying like he throws them out into the crowd. Then actually, I saw another video where he handed them to the adults in the crowd. But still, there was like kids there. Couldn't you like hand out pens or something or magnets or candy? I don't know. He was just out there. I mean, crap. He sold lube in the gift shop and condoms and underwear and everything. I mean, what a dumbass. Yeah. All right, guys. This is a stage 9 hunt for Tremaine. Paige Tremaine. Hello. I kind of swore I saw him earlier, but I'm probably thinking about yesterday. I get crap mixed up. I've been having problems with my PTSD and stuff. So that was probably yesterday. I'm going to try to carry everything into the kitchen here so I can warm my coffee up. I got to be getting off here in a minute. I got to go get some stuff done. Visit my goat. What, Lisa? I think they should do away with Discord and Hangouts, bullcrap behind the scenes on here. Even if you're in there and never talk, you will get accused if anyone says anything. Crap, I use Hangouts all the time. There ain't no shady dealings going on. It's the people that use it, Lisa. It's the people that use it. I just use it, someone needs to get a hold of me. It's the people that make it bad. Humans ruin everything. At least I heard someone mention you about Discords. Oh, well, this is what Lisa told me. I mean, I'll speak for her. She probably might get mad, but she told me she's in Discord, but she didn't voice chat. I didn't even know that's a thing till a while back. I don't use Discord either. I've clicked on links and been in Discords before, but I'm just not one to talk in big groups like that and stuff. But personally, the Discords I see, and I never seen no shenanigans going on. My mind just went to a very dark place. Why would you hand out condoms if you're going to visit big cats? Good question, Pamela. Who knows what was going on there? That zoo was like a crazy place. Like, according to this Rick Kirkman, like, there was 2 groups of people at that zoo. There was the misfits group of the people that was like runaways, alcoholics, been in trouble with the law, addiction problems. Then there was like the studio group, like the professionals. I heard something pecking on my door. Hold on, guys. I think there's like a squirrel on my porch here. Oh, okay. It's my little metal sign. I was like, what is that? It scared me for a minute. It sounded like someone was like picking the lock to my door, which good luck doing that. But it wasn't. It was like a metal sign. Creeped me out a minute because I'm home alone. Well, I'm looking at the StreamYard chat. I thought condoms were when he was running for office. No, Alley Cat. If you go to Joe Exotic TV, there's a lot of episodes of him giving tours to people that come to the zoo, and he does hand out condoms. When you first get there, you go in, sit down, and, he comes up there, tries to be funny, tells a couple jokes, and, tells them what they're going to see and do, and then throws out condoms or hands them. Oh my gosh, my dog's over there like, how dogs like dig before they lay down? That's what my little Yorkie's doing to the pillow. Like, she's really serious about it too. You're really Mother Nature lady, Cece. Yeah, I'm an animal person. Like, I about got this little squirrel, he's not tamed, but, he's not afraid of me anymore. He don't come up close to me, but when I go outside, he just jumps on the tree now. He don't run away. He just waits for me to like put corn out or whatever, and then he comes back. He, she, I don't know what it is. But these are the fattest squirrels I've ever seen in my life, and it's because I feed them cracked corn. I fed them cracked corn all winter. I love animals and nature and stuff. Well, guys, I think I'm going to get off here and piddle around the house. Some things done. See Annabelle. I need to go clean out Annabelle's little stall. You know, she's been hanging out a lot in there because it's been raining, so I'm sure the hay's nasty. I'm listening. I have a doctor's appointment. This is crazy here. Well, Katie, you going to come on in the morning? Be careful at the doctor's office. Yeah, go watch Mel Mal's new video. It's funny. Dr. Mal. Have a good day, Morgan. Everybody. Love y'all. Be kind. Be safe. I'll be there here in the morning. Okay, girl. I'll see you in the morning then, KDF. Bye, guys. Peace.